roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
This is a presentation of the 2024 Girls State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. State basketball broadcasts are presented by Union Bank and Trust, Southeast Community College, Platte Valley Equipment, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Wingstop, Sand Hills Global, Roofing Service Company, High Electric, Eustis Body Shop, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Pizza Ranch, Members Own Credit Union, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Sunbelt Rentals, Acres, Ep Concrete, Doane University, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, and Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Now, calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert with you from PBA as we get ready for the Class C2 title game. This time around, it's going to be the number 1 seed in Class C2, the Yutan Chieftains, going up against the number 2 seed, the undefeated 25-0 Crofton Warriors. Huge thanks to Union Bank and Trust for their support of high school sports all year long, in addition to all of our other sponsors that you heard just there in the open. We had a thrilling Class B matchup that saw Elkhorn North come from behind on a 6-point deficit at the end of the third quarter to win by 2 over the Omaha Catholic Skyhawks just a little bit ago. And now here we are about an hour later as we've fully gotten back on schedule. We were initially a little bit behind. We've fully gotten back on schedule, and we're back at ready to start tipping off for 4:15 of Yutan and Crofton, as we figure out and decide who's going to take home the Class C2 crown. Let's start talking a little bit about the 21-2 Yutan Chieftains. As Crofton begins to exit their locker room, Yutan will come in just a moment. But Yutan, 21-2, as their head coach is Clay Carlton. They've been to the state tournament 5 times. This is their first time for Yutan in the state championship game. They've never been runner-up, and they've never been the champion, but guess what? Today's the day where we change that. They got to the state title by defeating Niobrara Verdigris on Wednesday, 60-28, and then they were able to defeat Bishop Neumann 45-39 yesterday afternoon, and their leading scorer is going to be number 32, a 5'10 senior forward, Maura Takota. She had 13 points in their first win against Niobrara Verdigris, and then just 7 in yesterday's victory, but she's a 5'10 senior averaging 11.5 per game. Their second leading scorer is her sister Miley Takota. Miley, 16 points in their win on Wednesday, 13 in the victory on yesterday afternoon, but Miley is a 5'11 sophomore averaging 10 points per game. Another person you might want to know if you're a fan of the game of Yutan, it's number 4, a 5'8 junior, Jade Lewis, averaging 10.5 points per game, as well as 6 rebounds per contest. For the Crofton Warriors, they come in 25-0 on the season. Crofton, led by head coach Maggie Moon, they've been here a lot, 22 times, and they've been in the championship game plenty of times. They've won, let's see, how many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 class of C1 or C2 state championships since 2005, and they were runner-up 4 times since 1991, most recently coming in 2019. For the Crofton Warriors, they're led on offense by number 4, Sammy Allen, a 5'6 junior guard averaging 11.8 points per game. Second leading scorer on the Crofton Warriors is number 3, a 5'4 junior guard, Cassie Allen, averaging 9.9 points per contest. So it's going to be a good one. The Yutan Chieftains at 21-2 going up against the Crofton Warriors 25-0. Crowd has packed itself back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's been a really good crowd this morning through not only the D1 championship game where we saw Pender take it early this morning, but also the C1 championship where Lincoln Christian came away victorious, and then the thriller with Elkhorn North and Omaha Skutt that saw the Wolves win 4 in a row as Britt Prince caps off her career as a 4-time state champion. So now it's time we turn our attention to C2 action, and it's going to be a good one. Yutan, the number 1 seed, the Chieftains, coming up against Crofton, who are the number 2 seed in Class C2 action. That's all coming up. We'll have starting lineups and tip-off in just a few moments from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
As a physician at Nebraska Hematology Oncology, we strive to treat everyone like family. We know that cancer is extremely disruptive to someone's life. We want to make sure that this is a family-friendly, community-based approach with the patient first. We are Nebraska Hematology Oncology, on your side, by your side.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres business support team. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center March 6th and 7th or Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
If you have a fence, patio, or landscaping project to complete this spring, Sunbelt Rentals is here to help with augers and auger drives in various sizes, plus electric concrete mixers. For tree trimming projects, they have a great selection of chainsaws, pole saws, and hedge trimmers, along with a towable lift or ladder to get you where you need to be. Sunbelt Rentals has everything you need to make your spring projects easy. Sunbelt Rentals, online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Welcome back in. Class C2 title game about ready to commence here from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert with you from PBA. We have the C2 matchup, and then tonight at 6:15 p.m. approximately, we'll have the Class A matchup between Bellevue West and Millard West, and then the Class D2 to wrap it all up later tonight in the nightcap at 8:15 p.m. All right, let's get you rolling with starting lineups first for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Crofton Warriors and their 25-0 record led by head coach Maggie Moon. The assistants, Tiffany Panning and Alexis Arns. They've been here 22 times, haven't won a state title, though, since 2021 when they won it in C2. They actually, in fact, won 3 C1 titles way back in the early 2000s, 2005, 2006, and 2007. And then ever since 2012, they have been the C2 champions. They were runner-up in in the C2 district back in 2019 as well. Starting five for head coach Maggie Moon. Number 3, a 5'4" junior, Cassie Allen. Number 4, a 5'6" junior guard, Sammy Allen. Number 5, a 5'9" junior forward, Alexa Weebelhaus. Number 32, a 6' senior forward, Caitlin Gunther. And number 34, a 5'7" senior guard, number 34, Ellie Tramp. For the Yutan Chieftains, coming in with a 21-2 record led by head coach Clay Carlton, assisted by Trent Jacobs, Elliot Rouleau, Corey Vasic, and Colby Takota. 5 times in the state tournament for the Chieftains, but they've never been. This is their first time in a state final for the Yutan Chieftains. Their starting five will look like this. Number 4, a 5'8" junior guard, Jade Lewis. Number 10, a 5'6" senior guard, Haley Cube. Number 20, a 5'5" sophomore guard, Jenna Benjamin. Number 24, a 5'11" sophomore, Miley Takota. And number 32, a 5'10" senior forward, averaging 11.5 per game, Mora Takota. Yutan will be in their home whites as Crofton in their visiting maroon. Crofton, a little bit over 2.5 hours away from PBA, where Yutan, a little less than an hour. So Crofton will go right to left here from our vantage point. Yutan left to right. These two teams have not met this season. Crofton still undefeated, 25-0. Here we go. Tip is underway, and we are good to go here from PBA. Working left to right here is Miley Takota. Takota dribbling on the right side, denies the screen left, and now looking to pass. And she does so to the top of the key where it's corralled by Mora Takota. Down low, Takota with the layup is good. And so it's an early 2-0 lead for the Yutan Chieftains. Right side for Crofton. Defender falls down, looking back out Three ball on the way, and it's no good, just off to the right, and we'll have a foul called. 3-point attempt by Sammy Allen. And the foul goes on number 3, Cassie Allen. That's her first. So Yutan with the basketball as here comes Dakota. Dakota in the lane, quickly a layup, no good. It bounces into the hands of Allen for Crofton, and back the other way we go. Here is Allen in the lane, gets bumped, and we'll have a foul down low on the floor on Yutan. Foul goes on number 10 for Yutan. Haley QB, that's her first. And so it'll be a baseline inbound here for the Crofton Warriors. Number 34, Dakota to inbound. They get it in, tries a mid-range jumper, unable to hit it. Does Dakota, and we'll have to do it again with Yutan. Back on the other end for the Yutan Chieftains. They turn it over into the hands of Crofton. So now Crofton going back the other way, right to left. Crofton, number 34, Tramp with it in the lane. Layup good, and we got a tie ball game, 2-2. .6:45 to go, first quarter, 2-2, Yutan and Crofton. On the right side, here is Dakota. Mora Dakota passes out top. It's mishandled and now taken away by Tramp of Crofton. Being chased down from behind. Layup is no good. Defensive rebound for Yutan. And here come the Chieftains. As Dakota has it on the logo. Miley Dakota with it. 10 points a game. She had 16 in the first game of the tournament for Yutan back against Niobrara Verdigris on the left side. Here's Dakota. Miley Dakota spins at the elbow, gets it to Mora Dakota in the far side. She's driving down the baseline looking for help, throws it out top. 3 ball on the way, and it's good off the bank for number 20, Jenna Benjamin. Benjamin just scored 4 points in each game coming into today, and she already has 3. So left side now, it's Sammy Allen. Allen with it. Dribbling it to the top of the key, right side, 3 ball on the way, and it's too strong, no good. Rebounded once again by Jade Lewis, and she gives it off to Dakota. Dakota on the right side, dribbling, passes left, 3 ball on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, Jade Lewis, putback is good with the foul. And Lewis will go to the line to shoot one more. So 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Yutan leads 5-2, and Jade Lewis at the line to shoot one more. They'd forgotten to put up the second bucket, or the bucket, so it's now 7-2. Free throw on the way for Lewis is good. It's 8-2 rather. 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Crofton with the basketball, going to work right to left. Now the layup too strong, no good. And putback is good on the second opportunity by number 32, Caitlin Gunter. And it's an 8-4 ball game. Pass out to the top. Here's Dakota. Dakota working on the defender. Now passes to Miley Dakota. Back out to Mora. 3 ball left side. And it's good for Mora Dakota. And Yutan has jumped out to an 11-4 lead. 4:55 to play in the first, and it's 11-4 Yutan. Pass on the elbow, and now it's taken away by the Chieftains. Here comes Miley Dakota. Dakota across the timeline. Gets picked up on the right wing. Miley Dakota splits the double, kicks it out. 3 ball, far corner on the way, short. And the rebound caroms out to the perimeter where it's corralled by Jansen of Crofton. Pass up the floor. Here's Allen. Allen in the lane. Reverse layup, not good enough. And there wasn't just enough juice on it. And Jade Lewis already having herself a nice game rebounding wise, as she already has 5 rebounds in the first 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Back on the Yutan end, we have a defensive foul. And going to the line to shoot 2 will be Miley Dakota. Foul goes on Jansen. And we're going to have a media timeout with 4:19 to play in the first quarter. A really good start for Yutan as they lead by 7 here, a little under halfway through the first quarter of play in the Class C2 title game at PBA on 93.7 The Ticket. Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
When it comes to joining the Nebraska Army National Guard, you've heard it all before. College, healthcare, signing bonus. But joining is so much more than that. It's setting yourself up for a new and better chapter of your life. I'm Staff Sergeant Paul White, and because of the Nebraska Army National Guard, I'm in control of my career. And when the workday ends, I get to come home to my family. Write your next chapter by joining the Nebraska Army National Guard. For more information, schedule a meeting with me, Staff Sergeant Paul White at nationalguard.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Nick Sander back with you. Class C2 title game, 4:19 to play in the first quarter. Yutan has jumped out to a 12-4 lead as Dakota at the line is able to hit the first one. Has one more free throw coming up. Second one on the way is also good for Miley Dakota. So 13-4, 4:19 to play in the first quarter. Crofton across the timeline. Here they come on the right side. Crofton trailing by 9 early on in the C2 title game. Number 40, Jansen has it on the left side. Now passes it down low. Tipped around a couple of times. Hard stumble, no whistle. And that's going to be a turnover, giving it to the Yutan Chieftains with 4:03 to go in the first quarter. So Davis, Jay Davis looking to inbound. She gets it into Dakota. Miley Dakota, Tichota is how you would spell that last name. Dakota, top of the key now to Mora. Mora, dribbling right side, backdoor cut. Jay Davis, layup, not too strong. Offensive rebound for a moment, but we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on the Crofton Warriors, as that'll be team foul number 4 on the Maroon team. That foul goes on number 12, Jada Allen. That's her first. So Yutan basketball underneath their own bucket. Throwing it up top. Here's Dakota. Miley Dakota. Dribble, drive, stops at the elbow. Passes it right side. Jay Davis with it. In the lane, and it's good. Jada Lewis gets the layup to go, and it's 11-point Yutan lead. Here's Crofton needing a bucket. Trying to stop a 7-0 Yutan run as Crofton has it right side. Looking for help now in the corner. Here is Allen. Top of the key to the other Allen. Now left side, Weeblehouse. Weeblehouse passes down low. Gunter unable to hit the turnaround layup. Had a nice look at it over Mora Dakota, but unable to connect. Now Mora has it on the right wing for Yutan. 2:57 to play in the first quarter. To Miley Dakota on the left side. Back to the right side on a nice little pick and roll. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Crofton Warriors. So it stays with Yutan. Yutan in the midst of a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes and change. Overall on a 13-2 run over the last 3 minutes of game time. Yutan to inbound. They get it into Dakota on the right side. Dakota guarded by Jansen. She tries to get to baseline. Throws a ball through to the far corner. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Three-pointer on the way. Off to the left. No good. Rebound by Crofton. And they'll hand it off to Tramp. Now up the floor they go. Allen in the lane. Layup hits the bottom of the backboard. Offensive board. Jensen. 3-ball by Allen. Back iron too strong. Another opportunity. And here is Allen once again. Top of the key to Weeblehouse. She'll try her luck at a three, unable to hit it as well. And another offensive rebound. It's safe from going out of bounds until Yutan pokes it away and takes it away. Back the other end we go with the Chieftains. So 2:07 to play in the first quarter. Yutan on the left side. Here's Dakota. She traveled. And with 2:03 to play in the first quarter, it's 15-4 Yutan and Crofton basketball. So once again, Maggie Moon, the head coach of the Crofton Warriors, 25-0 this season. They beat Clarkson Lee on Wednesday. Three-pointer on the way, no good by Allen. Nice rebound by Jade Lewis. Then in their semifinal match, they kind of put the smacking on Elmwood Murdoch, 51-28 yesterday afternoon. Here's Dakota, dribbling left side, lost the basketball for a moment. Body on the floor is Allen for Crofton, and she passes it off. Here comes Allen. Sammy Allen, layup no good, but she gets hit with the body, and it's going to be a foul on Miley Dakota. So Miley Dakota picks up her first. And with 1:27 to go in the first quarter, Crofton, for the first time today, going to the free throw line. It's up, and it is good. So Crofton, just one of their last 10 shooting the ball. To be fair, Yutan has been on a scoring drought for over 2 minutes as well. Yutan with the basketball, 1:24 to play first quarter, 15-6. Here's Dakota across the timeline. Dakota gets picked up by Allen. Dakota in the lane. Layup is off the glass, and it falls for Miley Dakota. It's 17-6. So now here, top of the key, it's number 34, Tramp. Tramp stopped on the Big Ten logo, looking around. Yutan faithful, 1 to 3 second. They get it down low. Gunther, layup, no good. And the rebound goes into the hands of Jade Lewis, who, by the way, has 7 rebounds already this afternoon. So in the lane, a tough shot contested on the attempt by Kubi. Unable to get it to go for Yutan, and here come the Crofton Warriors on the right side. Now left side, it's Weeblehouse into the corner. Allen with it. Dribbling in the lane, spin, tough shot. Try to put English on an offensive rebound, and the layup can't fall for Gunter. And now the Chieftains of Yutan haven't scored a point, or a field goal rather, in the last 4 minutes and 46 seconds of game time. 0 for their last 9 are the Chieftains. Crofton not doing much better. They've only scored 6 points. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. They try to get the pass on the pick and roll, unable to do so. And here comes Crofton with 2 on the clock. A half-court heave, and it hits front iron on the attempt by number 4, Sammy Allen. But after the end of the first quarter, your score in the Class C2 title game, the Yutan Chieftains 17 and the Crofton Warriors 6. Here in the Class C2 championship from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
Set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich. They wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12. Like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
Score big this month at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln and rule the terrain on a Segway Fugelman UT10X. Now is your chance to get into a side-by-side for only $12,000 out the door. That's right, just $12,000. And this bad boy stacks up to all the other name brands. Plus, you get Segway's signature smart commanding system featuring airlock, drive settings, safety alerts, and more. Hurry in now. Elway Power Sports only has 2 left at this blowout price. Swing by their new 27th and I-80 location or shop their inventory at elwaypslincoln.com.
Nick Sander back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena, 17-6 your score. Yutan out in front of Crofton as we start quarter number 2. Put 8 minutes on the game clock here as the 5 out there for Yutan will be Jade Lewis, number 10, Haley Cuby, number 20, Jenna Benjamin, number 24, Miley Takota, and number 32, Mora Takota. Crofton starts with the basketball, working to the basket to my left. Here's Weeblehouse. Weeblehouse down low into Gunter. Layup, no good. Another rebound for Jade Lewis. That's number 8. So Lewis has 5 points and 8 rebounds to her name already. Excuse me, that was her 9th rebound, rather. So already 1 rebound away from number 10, Miley Takota. Wide open 3, and she cashes in. It's 20-6, and a quick Crofton timeout with 7:27 to go in the second quarter. It is a full timeout, so we'll step aside for 60 seconds once again right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation, and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
All right, 7:23 to go in the second quarter, 20-6. Yutan with a 14-point lead on the right side. Here is Tramp now back inside to Allen. Layup on the way, no good, too strong. And the defensive rebound goes into the hands of Miley Takota. So now here's Mora Takota at the top of the key, working on the defender. Stops at the elbow, looking around for help. Jay Lewis trying to come to the ball, still can't get it. Now Miley Takota gets to it at the logo, calling for a screen right by Mora. They run a little pick and roll. Now Mora Takota a couple feet away from the basket. Tough layup, and it bounces off. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors of Crofton. So it stays with Yutan. Crofton's gotten a lot of good looks at the bucket. Just hasn't been able to cash in on them as they're shooting 2 of 18 from the field. Don't forget, in our C2 title game, it wasn't Lincoln Christian, but their opponents, or excuse me, C1 title game rather, the Sydney Lady Raiders, they finished at the end of the first half shooting 2 of 18, which is, if you're not good at math like I am, 11% from the free field. Back here, C2 title game, Crofton with the basketball. 6:18 to play. Three-pointer on the way, and it's good for number 12 from Crofton. That is Jada Allen, and we quickly have a timeout, a out of bounds as Yutan steps on the sideline. So 20-9, it's back to just an 11-point deficit. Yutan out in front of Crofton. 6:02 to play in the second quarter. Mora Takota stepped on the baseline, by the way, there, sideline rather. Now top of the key for Crofton. Pass deflected on its way out, but got collected by Jansen. Jansen now passes to Gunter. Gunter kicks it out to Allen. Allen just hit a 3 a moment ago. Now in the lane, and she falls down. Basketball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Crofton. So 5:42 to go in the second quarter, 20-9, your score between Yutan and Crofton. The Chieftains up by 11 over the Crofton Warriors. It is Crofton basketball underneath their own bucket, though. As here is number 34, Ellie Tramp to inbound. It gets deflected, and it will go back to the Warriors after another out-of-bounds play. So Ellie Tramp, a 5'7" senior, 6.5 points per game. Now they switch inbounders. It'll be Jada Allen on the layup attempt. No good. Offensive rebound. Putback is good on the second go-around by Sammy Allen, the 5'6" junior. So 20-11 your score, 5.5 to play in the in the second rather. Now here's Dakota. Dakota on the right side, looking around. Here's Jade Lewis. Lewis on the right side, kicks out to Dakota. Dakota has it in the corner. Now top of the key to Mora Dakota. Number 11, QB with it, hands it off to Miley Dakota. Miley crosses over, takes a screen left, throws it to Jade Lewis, kicks it out, good inside out game. QB for three, and hits the side of the backboard, no good. And it's going to be Crofton basketball down by 9. Left side, working on it. Tramp. Now left side, unable to connect. Tramp gets her own miss, puts up another tough layup, and that one is good. And so it is now 20-13. Yutan with a 7-point lead. They've seen their lead dwindle and shrink on Dakota, left wing. Dakota calling around, trying to get it to Mora, does so. She takes a step, and that'll be a travel. As she may have gotten away with the first one, but did not get away with the second one. And Mora Dakota gets whistled for a traveling violation, and that gives Crofton, who's currently on a 7-0 run the last minute 55, gives them an opportunity to continue cutting into this Yutan advantage. Pass down low, Weeblehouse, now to Gunter. Gunter, way too easy, layup is good. And we have a quick Yutan timeout as the momentum has shifted into the direction of Crofton. It's 20-15 with 4:07 to play in the second quarter. Let's step aside right here from the Class C2 title game at PBA. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Nick Sander back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. It is the Class C2 title game. Yutan with a 5-point advantage. However, Crofton on a 9-0 run, and Yutan's committed 3 turnovers in the last 3 minutes. So here's Dakota on the right side. Now QB, top of the key, Dakota. Now left side, this is QB in the corner. Jay Lewis runs through the paint. QB falls down, kept her dribble. Now top of the key, it's Dakota. Dakota with 3:41 on the game clock, throws it in the corner. More at Dakota. She drives baseline. She's bumped, she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots after the foul on number 34, Ellie Tramp. That is Ellie Tramp's second personal foul. And that is the first team foul of the quarter on the Crofton Warriors. So 3:38 to play in the second quarter. 21-15 is the score. Yutan out in front by 6. Yutan hasn't scored a field goal in the last 4 minutes. Second free throw also good for Mora Dakota. 3:35 to play, second quarter. Bounces it right side, and we have a kicked ball violation on Jade Lewis. How about Jade Lewis's stat line already? 5 points on 2 of 3 shooting, 1 of 1 at the line for Jade Lewis. 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. Lewis, not the tallest one out there either. Jade Lewis listed on the Yutan roster at just 5'8". Top of the key. Now right side, here's Allen. She can't hold on to the pass, and it goes out of bounds to the Yutan Chieftains. So another turnover for Crofton. Crofton sitting there. They've now committed 3 turnovers on the game. And how about this? Crofton has done a really nice job converting turnovers by Yutan into points. They've forced 8 Yutan turnovers and scored 11 of their 15 points off of turnovers. A floater in the lane, air ball, it goes out of bounds to the Crofton Warriors. Crofton still hasn't scored a field goal in the last 4.5 minutes. So 22-15 the score, 2:57 to play in the second quarter. Left side, pass deflected, it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Crofton Warriors. So Yutan keeps last touch by the Yutan Chieftains, so Crofton keeps possession. Crofton with it, working right to left. Here's Allen. Allen into the left side. It's back to Allen. That pass deflected, taken away right in front of us. Bodies rolling on the floor, and Jay Lewis comes up with it. Lewis in transition. The foul is going to be called on number 32 for Crofton, Caitlin Gunter. That'll be her first personal foul, and going to the line to shoot 2 shots will be Jade Lewis, where she's 1 for 1 on the night. First one on the way is no good. Lewis, that was a steal to her name, so her first steal of the night. So 5 points as Lewis fires away, misses that one as well. So 5 points on 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 3, unfortunately, from the free throw line. 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal for Jade Lewis, and we still have 2:28 to play in the first half. Pass down low. Allen can't hang on to it. Saved in bounds right into the hands of the Yutan Chieftains. And back the other way we go with Dakota. Dakota stopping on the left side, now hesitates, now goes. Dakota, and she is going to be called for a traveling violation. Yutan is shocked that there was no foul or push there on Crofton, but nonetheless, it's called a travel. There's only been 2 fouls called in this second quarter, both of them on the Crofton Warriors. And both of them that were on the same offensive trip down the floor for Yutan. Pass deflected, it stays with Crofton. On the left side, it's Allen. She fires the 3 just off back iron, a little too strong, and the defense rebound corralled by Miley Dakota. So Dakota bring it up across the timeline. Dakota calling for help. Mora comes, sets the screen right side for her. Now they give it to Mora. Dakota on the left side. Draws in the defender, kicks it out to the far corner. Here's here is number 20, Benjamin. Now Dakota on the right side. Dakota driving baseline. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Crofton Warriors with 1:34 to play in the second quarter. 22-15. Yutan out in front by 7 over Crofton. 1:34 to play in the second. Inbound to Lewis. Lewis pass is almost taken away. Now Benjamin on a defender, and she is fouled by Allen. That's all stemming from when Benjamin got the ball at the top of the key. Her defender, in this case it was Jada Allen, fell down, which forced Crofton to kind of get into a sloppy rotation and ended up fouling the ball handler in this case, which was number 20, Benjamin, for Yutan. She misses the first free throw, unable to convert. Has 1 more free throw to come. Second one on the way is up, and it is good. 23-15 your score. We have a brief substitution for the shooter as QB will come back into the game for Yutan. 23-15. The Chieftains and the Warriors On the right side, Crofton Warriors with it. Now left side on the wing into the corner. Allen, cross-court overhead pass to the right side. Floater on the way off off the backboard rather, no good. And coming back the other way with it is Miley Takota. Up the floor to QB. QB hesitates, now started to drive in, now kicks it back out to Mora Takota for three. Off back iron, too strong. The rebound bounces into the hands of Jada Allen. Here we go with Allen as well up the floor, and she is fouled by Yutan. And I think they may get number 10. Yes, they do. Number 10, Haley Cuby commits her second personal foul. And coming into the game is going to be number 20, Jenna Benjamin, a 5'5" sophomore guard. 23-15 your score, 57.1 on the game clock. Pass out top, three ball on the way, and it misses badly into the hands of the Yutan defense. 50 seconds remain in the second quarter. Takota on the right side. Mora Takota dribbles to the top of the key, fakes the handoff to Jade Lewis, gives it to Miley Takota instead. Now in the far corner, here is Yutan. Top of the key, Jade Lewis with it. Jade Lewis passes to Miley Takota. No shot clock here in Class C2 action. And she'll just hold on for what appears to be the final shot. 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Yutan with the basketball. 23-15. They lead by 8 over Crofton here in the Class C2 title game. They bounce it. Pass knocked away by Gunter. As the pass on the floor. 5 on the game clock. Miley Takota. One-handed snag. Jumper. No good. Offensive rebound. Layup unable to connect by Miley Takota. As the attempted shot initially by Madison Wilson was well short. It almost seemed like a pass. Takota had a really good look at the bucket, unable to connect on a layup. And your halftime score, the Yutan Chieftains 23 and the Crofton Lady Warriors 15 at the break. Here in the Class C2 title game, don't go anywhere. We'll have our first half thoughts and reactions on the next Ag Appraisal and Realty halftime show in just a few moments from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres business support team. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center March 6th and 7th or Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Welcome back into 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Appreciate you guys listening wherever you may be, whether it's on the FM dial, whether it's on our website, mobile app, or our video streams as well, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or Allo Channel 961. We appreciate it. As well as we're getting ready to wrap up the girls' side of things later this evening, and we'll have a couple of days off, a couple of days of normal programming on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday we come right back to it with the boys state tournament. Same schedule, same kind of process as well, coming at you next week from PBA. So halftime score for Crofton and Yutan in the Class C2 title game. Yutan leads 23-15. This is the Next Ag Appraisal and Realty halftime show with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska. Visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Yutan leads by 8, 23-15 over the Crofton Warriors. Yutan led for the entirety of that first half after jumping out to a 17-6 lead after one quarter of play. Crofton actually outscored Yutan 9-6 in quarter number 2. For the Crofton Warriors, they have, Caitlin Gunter Sammy Allen and Ellie Tramp are all tied for the team high in points with 4 points apiece. Jada Allen added 3 as well in that first half. For the Yutan Chieftains, Mora Takota and Miley Takota lead the team in points with a team high 7 each between Mora and Miley. Jade Lewis, her stat line may be the most impressive, though, and I said it in the first half a couple of times. 5 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal through just one half of play for Jade Lewis. Coming up in the second half, we'll turn our attention back to C2 action. But earlier today, don't forget, we have crowned 3 state champions already in the Pender Pendragons this morning in Class D1, in the Lincoln Christian Crusaders in Class C1, and then the Elkhorn North Wolves in Class B. Yutan trying to get their first state championship in school history here today with a win for Crofton. It would be the first state championship for the Warriors since 2021 when they won it in C2 once again. All right, that'll do it for the halftime show, sponsored by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Remember, visit them online, nextagrealestate.com, if you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa. Ethan Sorensen's the guy to talk to, with a location now in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to his location in Lincoln. We'll step aside, come back in just a few minutes with the start of the third quarter from Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's 23-15 Yutan at the half, right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Nick Sander back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena, 23-15 your score at the half, as we are just about ready to get started in the third quarter of play between Yutan and the Crofton Warriors. Class C2 title on the line. Yutan, it would be their first title in school history, believe it or not. They come in as the 1 seed, 21-2 on the season. It'd be 23-2 if you want to count the 2 wins that they had against Niobrara Verdigris in the first round and then Bishop Newman in the second round. For Crofton, they defeated Clarkson 38-32 in overtime on Wednesday, or maybe Thursday, on Thursday rather. And then Elmwood Murdoch fell to Crofton yesterday, 51-28. Class A state title will be at it's supposed to be at 6 o'clock. Now, will it start at 6 o'clock? Probably not. It'll probably start closer to 6:20, maybe. But so we're already a little bit behind schedule. That's okay. They're 23-15 is our score here. Crofton trails by 8. As here comes the Yutan Chieftains working now right to left. Crofton coming out with a little bit extra intensity here in the second half. Left side, here's QB for 3, and she drains it. It's 26-15 Yutan. And this is now their it's back to an 11-point Yutan lead. Cross-court pass, Crofton has it on the right side. It's Sammy Allen with it down low. Gunter unable to get on the layup, but an offensive rebound goes to Sammy Allen. In the lane, stepping through, layup, no good, too strong. And up the floor comes the Yutan Chieftains and Miley Dakota, but now a pass inside is taken away back to Crofton, and now this pass is intercepted by Miley Dakota. Nice bounce pass. Jade Lewis trying the layup. It's unable to go, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots as that foul goes on Crofton. And number 32, Caitlin Gunter. Lewis at the line. First one good. 6 points, 9 rebounds now. Second one for Lewis. It touched every part of the cylinder except didn't go through the net. So now 27-15 Yutan. Yutan's largest lead has been 14 tonight. As now on the left side, it's Crofton. Crofton now in the far corner. Allen, it's off of the leg of Yutan. Still rolling along that sideline. And Jade Lewis is trailing behind now as Crofton went and picked it up. Crofton in the left side, Gunter. Layup is no good, but she's fouled. I mentioned that there was only 2 total fouls in that second quarter, which made it go relatively quickly. Here in the first minute 15, we already have 2 total fouls in the third. That foul went on number 20, Jenna Benjamin for the Yutan Chieftains. 6:45 to go, third quarter. Free throw was good by Caitlin Gunter. Gunter, a 6-foot senior, averaging 9.5 per game. Second one on the way is also good. So 27-17, 6.5 to play as Dakota will bring it across the timeline, waving her sister Mora off. Now a pass to Jade Lewis. Lewis on the right side, floater on the way. It rattles around and it falls. A nice shot there by Jade Lewis. She's now up to 8 points on the day. 29-17, back to a 12-point lead. Top of the key. Here is Tramp, Ellie Tramp with it. Trying to find an outlet. Now unable to get it down low. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Yutan Chieftains. So 29-17, 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Pass out to the top. Here's Allen. Allen dribbling into the center lane, dumps it down low to Gunter, kicks it out. Allen for 3. Sammy Allen, just a little too strong. And the rebound is corralled by Jade Lewis. That's number 10 for Lewis. So she's 2 points away from a double-double as this one's deflected, taken out of bounds by Crofton. It stays with Yutan. It rolled under a table. And there we go. We got it out of there. So 29-17, 5:53 to play in the third quarter. So now top of the key here. On the right side, it's QB. QB on the logo. Left side to Jade Lewis. Lewis takes the bump right into the Crofton defender. No whistle. Good, probably no call there by the official standing right in front of me. As QB, left side, 3-ball on the way, and it's no good. Just rattled around, and guess who got the rebound? Jade Lewis, but now they're going to call a jump ball, and possession arrow gives it to the Warriors. So now 29-17, your score. Yutan out in front by 12. Yutan, led by head coach Clay Carlton, as Crofton brings it across the timeline. Pass to the left side. Crofton trying to go to work. Here's Ellie Tramp with it. 5:26 to play, third quarter. Down low, almost went out of bounds. Saved from going out of bounds, but they pass it right into the Yutan defender. So here is Dakota. Miley Dakota, top of the key now, logo to Mora Dakota. Mora in the left side of the lane, spins, trying to step through Gunter. Her shot blocked. Great job. Miley Dakota took a tumble. Up the floor they go. Here's number 5, Weeblehouse. Her shot is off, and it's out of bounds to the Yutan Chieftains with 4:57 to play in the third quarter. So Yutan with the basketball. They'll inbound it here to Haley QB. QB will bring it across the timeline. Now a pass to the right side. It was deflected by the defender, number 3, Cassie Allen. So it'll stay with Yutan with 4:47 to play in the third quarter. Yutan currently on a 2-minute scoring drought. Crofton is. I apologize. Crofton just shooting 19% from the field, 29-17. Yutan layup is good. A nice find by number 24, Miley Dakota, to her older sister, Mora Dakota. And it's a 31-17, tied for the largest lead of the day for the Yutan Chieftains. Top of the key. Allen in the lane, takes the bump, layup, no good. Defensive rebound goes to Mora Dakota. And Miley will bring it up the floor. Miley calls for a screen from Mora. Mora now gets the pass on the right side. 4:01 to play, third quarter. Cross-court pass to Miley. Miley Dakota able to hold on to it on the near side. She drives baseline, dribbles it off her foot, and it goes out of bounds to the Crofton Warriors. That will be our media timeout. 3:52 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in 90 seconds between Yutan and Crofton. The Chieftains up by 14 over the Warriors here from PBA on 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
As a physician at Nebraska Hematology Oncology, we strive to treat everyone like family. We know that cancer is extremely disruptive to someone's life. We want to make sure that this is a family-friendly, community-based approach with the patient first. We are Nebraska Hematology Oncology, on your side, by your side.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, quickly out of the timeout, Crofton scores a layup on the right-handed layup by Allen, so it's now 31-19 as Dakota has it on the left side. Miley Dakota to Jade Lewis. Lewis with 8 points and 10 rebounds in 21 minutes of action. Layup no good by Diekman. Now an offensive rebound and a foul called on Crofton as Sammy Allen's going to get whistled for the personal. As a side note, good news for Husker basketball fans as Illinois went on the road and won 91-83 over the Wisconsin Badgers. So despite the loss to Ohio State on Thursday, that keeps Nebraska in the 4 spot in the Big Ten standings. And There's also another one going on right now between Iowa and Northwestern. At Northwestern in Evanston, Iowa trails by just one, 37-36 at the half. Cross-court pass here. Now entry pass down low. Bodies on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball that gives it to Yutan. So a little bit of a lost possession there if you're Crofton with 3:14 to play in the third quarter. It's 33-19 Yutan. Yutan to inbound. They get it into Miley Takota. Takota dribbling it up the floor. Crosses over. Into the lane, Takota. Left side three ball on the way. Unable to get it. We had short, but an offensive rebound and a foul on a push from behind by number 12 from Crofton, Jada Allen. And that is going to be her second personal foul. (33-19). 3:01 to play in the third quarter. Inbounds it to Mora Takota. Now to Miley Takota. Takota dribbles into the lane. Floater on the way. Too strong. Rebound tipped around. Miley gets it back out to Mora. Three ball left wing. Unable to connect. Jade Lewis another rebound. Put back too strong. Another offensive rebound before it's taken away by Crofton. Up the floor they go. Gunter with it. Crosses over. Now gets her pocket picked by Mora Takota. Mora Takota up the floor to Lewis. Lewis catches it in stride, and the layup is good. It's 35-19 with 2.5 to go in the third. Here comes Ellie Tramp in the lane. Tramp layup, no good, too short, and it goes right into the hands of Yutan. So Miley Takota crosses the timeline, drives past the defender, takes the bump, the foul, and no good on the layup, but Takota goes to the line to shoot 2 more shots. Yutan at the line tonight, 9 of 13. Miley Takota specifically 2 for 2. Crofton 4 for 4 from the free throw line. First one's good for Miley Takota. Miley Takota up to 8 points. So 2:15 to play, 36-19, and make it 37-19. Now with 2:15 to play in the third quarter. On the left side, here's Ellie Tramp. Tramp on the top of the key, and we have a timeout called by Maggie Moon and the Crofton Warriors. So 2:09 to play in the third quarter, 37-19 the score. We'll step aside for 60 seconds right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's too bad Jay Foreman wasn't here right now because they just played the Cupid Shuffle, and he questioned whether or not I'd be able to do it yesterday when we were calling a game. And I told him that was the one dance that I actually could do. I was coordinated enough to actually do it. As we have a missed shot by Crofton, and it goes out of bounds, it'll stay with the Warriors. But they just played it, and I could have stood up and showed the entire arena that I have the ability to do so. But if Jay Foreman's not here to have me prove it to him, what good does it do? 1:57 to play in the third quarter. Jay will join me for the Class A game at 6 p.m., by the way. Passes left side. Now in the left wing. Down low into the corner. Here's Allen. Cross-court pass to the other Allen. Allen on the right side. This is Cassie Allen. Three ball on the way. No good by Ellie Tramp. Offensive board once again, Allen. Put back. Up on the way, too short, and the rebound goes into the mitt of number 24, Miley Takota. So Takota across the timeline. Takota passes right side now to Mora Takota. Takota dribbling, stops at the elbow, looking around, trying to find help. 1:17 to go in the third quarter. Kicks it left side, Jade Lewis with it. Lewis drives baseline, layup on the way, and it bounces out. So here comes Crofton. 1:05 to play in the third quarter. In the lane, Tramp unable to connect, but we have a foul on the floor, and it's going to be on number 24, Miley Takota. Exactly 60 seconds remain in the third quarter here. 37-19 is the score. Number 50 for Yutan, Jenna Trent, the 5'8 sophomore, coming into the game. On the left side, here's Crofton. It's a kickball violation, and it'll drill the scores table and roll back out onto the floor, coming directly our way. So Yutan on a current 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 22 seconds. However, they've only hit one of their last 7 field goals. But here we have a steal going up the floor. Here comes Takota. She gets it stripped, spinning around. Layup on the way, rattles out. Rebound tips off the head of Weeblehouse. And here's Crofton coming back the other way. They avoid disaster. Up the floor, Allen. 3 ball on the way. And Cassie Allen gets her first points. It's been a tough shooting day for Cassie Allen. She was 0 for 8 up until that point. And now Crofton trails by 15, 37-22. Backdoor cutting Takota in the lane. It's good with the foul. Mora Takota will go to the line to shoot one more. A nice job by Mora Takota using the baseline backdoor cut and laid it off the backboard and in from the left side of the hoop. And the free throw is good for Takota. So 40-22, 18-point lead for Yutan. As on the right side, here's Cassie Allen, overhead pass over to Sammy Allen to Ellie Tramp, and now pass taken away by Yutan. Up the floor they go. Takota in the lane. Layup is good. It's 42-22 as time expires. Crofton facing a 20-point deficit going into the final quarter of play. We'll step aside and return in 90 seconds right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres business support team. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center March 6th and 7th or Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
So Nick Sander back with you. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Start of the fourth quarter here in Class C2 action. Yutan leads Crofton 42-22. As 7:57 is now on the game clock. Cassie Allen with on the right side now bounces into the corner. 3 ball on the way, Sammy Allen, and she hits it Sammy Allen able to make it a 17-point ball game, 42-25. So up the floor we go with number 24, Miley Takota. Miley Takota to QB. QB passes to Mora Takota in the lane, left side of the lane. Block shot, offensive rebound, put back is no good, but Miley Takota will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. So that foul goes on number 4, Sammy Allen. That's her 3rd personal. Takota, no good on the first free throw. Jansen back into the game for the Crofton Warriors. 7:26 to play in the fourth quarter, 42-25, Yutan with the lead. Second free throw by Takota is good, 43-25, back up to an 18-point ball game. Crofton with the basketball. Cross-court pass now to Jansen. Inside on the near side to Allen. Backs out to the perimeter on the left wing. Down low pass taken away for a moment, but Takota couldn't hang on to it, and it goes out of bounds, stays with the Crofton Warriors. So Yutan shooting 37% as a team here in this ball game compared to Crofton's 22%. But now that percentage goes up as Cassie Allen hits a 3, and it's 43-28. Back to a 15-point differential. So on the near side, here's Mora Takota to Miley. Miley dribbles to the logo, tabs her left ear, calls out the play, and looking around. To right side, it's Jade Lewis. Lewis now to Diekman. Diekman trying to get it to a backdoor cutting Takota. She does, and Takota hits the layup for 2. Up the floor they go as Crofton has the basketball left side into the corner. Sammy Allen for 3. She hit it, but it's not going to count as she steps on the baseline. In the second half here, Crofton is shooting 50% from beyond the arc. That one would have put them over 50%, but she steps on the boundary. So 6:27 to play in the fourth quarter, 45-28 the score. Yutan with the ball and the 17-point lead. Miley Takota with it directly in front of us. Crosses over right to left. Now passes it inside. It's deflected, and it will stay with Yutan. Before we continue play, we'll have a brief timeout. 45-28, 6:12 to play in the fourth quarter. And I believe Mora Takota just surpassed 1,000 career points. And so with 6:12 in the game, there's a ton of fans over in the Chieftain section holding up signs that say 1,000. And so it, as well as the student section. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Mora Takota just surpassed 1,000 total points in her career. Really cool accomplishment, doing it in the state championship game where, hey, by the way, also, she may be leading her team to a C2 title. 6:12 to play in the fourth quarter. 45-28 Yutan with a 17-point lead. So the 5 out there currently for the Chieftains of Yutan. Jade Lewis, QB, both the Takotas, and Diekman. Here on the right side, it's Miley Takota. Miley Takota to Mora Takota. Mora standing at the logo. No shot clock, no rush. Now to Miley Takota. She beats her off the dribble, kicks it back to Mora. Mora pass fakes right, now hands it off to Miley. Miley passes back to Mora. Mora dribbles past the defender, gets it knocked away, throws it across the court, into the corner. Now to Diekman. Diekman floater on the way, bounces out. Rebound tipped around a couple of times. It goes out of bounds off of Jensen of Crofton, and it stays with Yutan. 45-28 the score, fourth quarter, 5:36 to go in the final period. As the baseline inbound here for Yutan throws it up top to Lewis. Lewis working on the defender, now left side, bounces it to Dakota, jumper, it rattles around and in. A nice shot there by Mora Dakota. 47-28, 5:21 to play in the fourth quarter. Crofton, cross court to Allen. Now two-handed pass all the way to the far side to Sammy Allen. They got bumped, no whistle. To Ellie Tramp, back over to Cassie Allen. Cassie Allen down to Weeblehouse. Weeblehouse gets doubled. Baseline was not available for her. Now to Cassie Allen on the right side. We're inside 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of play. Short layup, no good by Weeblehouse, and the defensive rebound goes to the Yutan Chieftains. On the right side, here is Mora Dakota. Dakota passes out to Miley Dakota. Left-handed layup is good with the foul. And it's now a 21-point Yutan lead. They're starting to pour it on here at PBA. 49-28 the score. So 3 subs come in for Crofton. Number 32, Caitlin Gunter. Number 10, Jordan Arns, and number 20. Let's see, where to go? Number 12, Jada Allen. And this free throw is good for Miley Dakota. It's now 50-28. Yutan on top of Crofton. 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. As the left side now pass right side, Cassie Allen. Allen looking for it. Throws it back to the left side, Jada Allen. Jada Allen dribbles in. Inside pass deflected and taken away by Diekman of Yutan. Here's Mora Dakota. Dakota, it's just past the timeline. Gets picked up by the defender, Gunter. Gunter trying to pick the pocket. Now Miley Dakota with it directly in front of us. Crosses over the defender. And Dakota just running in circles around the logo. Getting chased there by the defender. That is Arns. Arns forces her to give it up. Now back to Miley. Miley getting swiped at. No whistle. Floater on the way is good for Miley Dakota. 52-28 the score. 3:47 to play in the fourth quarter. Pass left side. Here's Jada Allen, Back to Cassie Allen to Jada Allen. Cross court, Cassie Allen. She'll try the three-pointer off to the right offensive board. Weeblehouse back out. Jada Allen for 3, and she hits it. A nice job by Jada Allen with 3:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Yutan leads 52-31 over the Crofton Warriors. Yutan with the basketball up by 21. Yutan's hit their last 3 field goals, and now Dakota gets knocked down. You heard the scrape on the hardwood, and Yutan will retain possession. Looks like we have a brief timeout on the floor. It's going to go to Yutan. So Yutan calls a timeout. We'll step aside for 60 seconds and be right back after this break on 93.7 The Ticket.
If you have a fence, patio, or landscaping project to complete this spring, Sunbelt Rentals is here to help with augers and auger drives in various sizes, plus electric concrete mixers. For tree trimming projects, they have a great selection of chainsaws, pole saws, and hedge trimmers, along with a towable lift or ladder to get you where you need to be. Sunbelt Rentals has everything you need to make your spring projects easy. Sunbelt Rentals, online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Nick Sander back with you, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. 52-31, Yutan leads Crofton with 3:10 to go in the ballgame. Yutan searching for their first title in school history. And it looks like if they hold on for the final 3:10, they'll be able to accomplish that. As here is Dakota to QB. QB guarded tightly. We're going to have a blocking foul on the Crofton Warriors, and that will go on number 10, Jordan Arns. So sideline inbound here for the Yutan Chieftains. It's thrown in. QB's got it. QB working, top of the key. QB now dribbles inside. Now backs it out, retreats to the logo. Got away with a little bit of a shove there, and now we're going to have a blocking foul on number 10, Jordan Arns. Once again, that is the 5th team foul on Crofton in the quarter, so now we'll have free throws from here on out as QB will go to the line to shoot 2. QB on the way, fires it away, and it barely touches the rim. No good. 52-31, 2:49 to play in the fourth quarter. Cassie Allen back into the game. Cassie Allen, tough shooting day for her. She's hit her last 2 shots that were threes, but she started the day 0 for 9. She's now 2 of 11, 2 of 5 specifically from beyond the three-point line. Here's Cassie Allen, bounces it left side to Tramp. Now cross court, Allen on the right side, drives baseline, layup on the way, no good, gets it blocked. It gets tipped out of bounds, last touch by Dakota of Yutan. So it stays with the Crofton Warriors, 2:35 to play in the fourth quarter. This one not necessarily as high-stressed as maybe the Class B title was. That one finished with a 2-point Elkhorn North victory. Air ball on the mid-range shot, and it goes out of bounds off of Crofton. Britt Prince and the Wolves were down by 6 points, 41-35, going into the fourth quarter of play. And Elkhorn North ended up escaping by 2 points in the fourth quarter. On the right side, here's QB. QB to the logo. Now Dakota will have it. This is Miley Dakota. Mora Dakota just surpassed 1,000 career points with Yutan. Now on the logo, Miley Dakota. She gets her pocket pick, now gets the basketball right back into the left side. Mora Dakota to Miley Dakota. 1:58 to play, and it's a 22-point ball game, and Yutan can start to feel it. As Dakota has it, watching out from the backside, and she gets fouled and bumped on the reach-in by Ellie Tramp. So Dakota will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Miley from the free throw line tonight, 6 of 7. So Miley Dakota fires away, and it's good. 1:46 to play in the fourth, 54-31. Yutan out in front by 23. Miley Dakota on the way. And that one rattles around and it falls, as that one's also good. So Crofton down by 24, passes to the right, Cassie Allen. Left side, here's Tramp. Cross-court pass taken away by Miley Dakota, and they'll slow it down. Dakota now hesitates, it goes out of bounds to the Crofton Warriors. So Crofton to inbound it. Sideline inbound. They get it into Tramp, Ellie Tramp. 4 points on the day. Cassie Allen now with it on the right side. Cross-court pass to Jada Allen, and she steps on the sideline. Just nothing going well for the Crofton Warriors. Yutan, however, about ready to enter their subs as number 42, Amelia Diekman, the 6-foot junior, or excuse me, number 22 rather, Reagan Wilson, the 5'6" senior. I was going to say, I looked at her, no way 6 foot was realistic. It's okay if you forge it a little bit, but not 6 inches. But then here you have it. It ended up being Reagan Wilson, rather. So Dakota has it near the logo. 1:05 to play, and we're going to have a substitution-only timeout for the Yutan Chieftains, as it looks like they're going to put number 12, Delaney Shield, into the game as well. 55-31, Crofton trailing by 24. For Yutan, they will graduate a couple of people. Haley Cuby, who finishes with 4 points, or currently has 4 points, I should say. They will graduate Reagan Wilson, who just checked in. She's scoreless to this point. And they will graduate number 32, Mora Takota, who's a big piece. She has a lot of Yutan's points. They just took her out. Takota has 16, 6 of 12. And how about this? They just subbed in number 30, Olivia Chapman, while she had a sling on her right arm for a moment. And now they'll sub her out, and Yutan will, the 5 on the floor for Yutan. There seems to be a little bit of a miscommunication here. As now they'll send somebody new into the game. And number 20. Okay, so number 20, Jenna Benjamin, will now be in as well. So on the floor for Yutan, it's Shield, Benjamin, Wilson, Kirchman, and Trent. For Crofton, it's Schiefer, Anthony, Jackson, Mock, and Ostermeyer. 48 seconds on the game clock. Yutan will be able to hold and expire this clock unless somebody wants to get their name in the scoring column. And we're going to quickly have a timeout for substitution purposes so that one Crofton player, and that Crofton player, number 24, Hannah Schiefer, can come into the game. And into the game for Yutan is number 14, Emily Teeterman, as well as number 34, not number 34, number 40, Madison Wilson. So you hear the Yutan faithful students chanting behind me. They inbound it in the lane. It's taken away by Crofton. They'll bounce pass it up the floor. Here they go. 30 seconds on the game clock. 55-31 is the final. In the lane, layup good. A nice shot from the left side by Hannah Schiefer, the 6-foot senior. As here comes Yutan along the right side, looking around. They hand it off. 14 on the game clock. Yutan is close as this goes out of bounds to the Crofton Warriors. Yutan is 9.5 seconds away from winning their first state title in school history. As Crofton has on the right side, 5 seconds on the game clock. Near corner, 3 on the way. It's good. Nice shot by number 22, Jenna Jackson. But there's the horn, and the Yutan Chieftains are your 2024 Class C2 state champions as they defeat the Crofton Warriors 55-36. So Yutan, they defeat Niobrara Verdigris in the first round, Bishop Newman in the semis, and here in the Class C2 championship, a 55-36 victory over the Crofton Warriors on the day. How about the stat line for a couple of these players? A double-double from Jade Lewis, 10 points on 4 of 7 from the field and 12 rebounds. For the Takota sisters, Mora, the senior, 16 points on 6 of 12 from the field, 3 rebounds and 5 assists, also 5 steals and 2 blocks, while Miley Takota, 19 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 8 of 9 from the free throw line to go with 7 rebounds and 3 assists, as well as 2 steals. Once again, your final score, the Yutan Chieftains 55 and the Crofton Warriors 36. That'll do it for our Class C2 matchup. And here in less than a half an hour, we'll turn our attention to Class A as number 1 Millard West faces off against number 3 Bellevue West. Jay Foreman, the Husker Hall of Famer, will join me for that one. Tip-off initially scheduled at 6:15. It may be delayed just a few minutes, so stick with us as we'll have the Class A game within the next half hour coming to you live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. But for the first time in school history, the Yutan Chieftains are state champions as they win C2 over the Crofton Warriors 55-36. Live from Pinnacle Bank Arena, this has been Girls State Basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School